So hello everyone, in this video I'll be telling you how you can add borders in CSS. So let me just change this title to borders. So actually I have prepared this box which you can see in the preview, this one, by giving it a width property. Width specifies the width, how much the width should it require or it should acquire, and the height should be same 300 pixel, and I have given it a background color of this, and I've given margin left auto and margin right auto to make it into center. So that's why it is coming into the center. And I've given it a property margin top. So it takes some margin from the top direction. So this we have done. Now I have to show you that how you can add border. For adding border, we have the property of border. You can use that. And you can specify, we can give the three values in border property. This is a universal property. We can use this one to give borders on all sides. If I specify the first value, which is the size of the border, like width of the border, how much width should be there, then after that we have to specify the border type, which can be solid, dotted, dashed. It can be anything. There are many types of borders are there. And if I and the last property is, or the last value is, the color of the border. For example, in my case I'll be writing a black border, so I can just write the black, or if I want to make it red, so I can write the red color. So what will happen is it will give this box a border around the corners. You can see that, and the size of the borders are 5 pixels, so it is covering 5 pixel width. So this actually is a universal property. So to give the border on all sides, if you want to give borders on the individual sides, for example, in the top, so you can just write border top. So it will give the borders on the top side. And if you want to give to the bottom, similarly, you'll be giving for the bottom. Yeah, similarly, it goes for the left and the right. Yeah. And the other property of border is that you can individually specify these values if you don't want this universal property. So you can individually specify that for the border width, you have to specify border width. I can specify 10 pixel if I want, but the border will not come. Let me just show you. You can see that. The borders doesn't take effect because we haven't added border style, which was solid, dotted, dashed, or anything. That is the mandatory property we have to add, because without that, no color of the border and the width will work. Border style we have to add. You can see that there are a lot of values we can add: solid, dotted, ridged. A lot of values are there. So we can add solid here if we want the solid border. Solid is nothing but a straight border. You can see that the default color is the black color. I haven't given any color for the border, so it is taking the border black color. So we can specify this as in the universal property as well, like border 10 pixel solid. If I don't type the border color, then it will take the default black border. It is still there, right? And if I don't specify the width, so it will take the 1 pixel as width. So this is the default value of the borders. You can see that. But we'll be specifying individually. And after that, if I want to specify the color, so I can use the border color property. I can specify the color to maybe green. If I do that, so it will be having a green border because I have specified the border color. Similarly, you can use the individual sides for that, like border top was there, right? So you can specify the border top width. So individually you can specify the border top width. It will affect only the border top, and you can specify the border top style. You can specify dotted in case. You can specify anything. I'm specifying dotted here instead of solid. Also you can specify border, top, color if you want. So the sides, individual sides, we can access the individual properties as well for the individual sides. I can specify the color of maybe brown. You can see that the borders will be there only for the top. So it is dotted border. You can see that. So it is happening because I specified dotted, and it is only happening on the top side. If I change this top to bottom, then it will only affect the bottom side. So I have to change it for the all of them. So it will happen only the bottom side. So you're specifying these properties individually. Earlier we were specifying like this, border bottom. So we can also specify the universal property for border bottom or individual sites as well. Like we can also specify the individual properties. Okay, so this is how you can add borders. There is one more thing I want to tell you, that how you can make the corners of the border rounded. How you can make that. Sometimes in the images or in some of the devs or in these kind of boxes, we need that. We need to round these corners. How can we do that? Actually, for that, we have the property of border radius. We can specify anything in this, like any pixel of border radius that we want to round. So it will round the corners of the border by 20 pixel. You can see that it is rounded by 20 pixel. If you increase this, so the border will be rounded more than that, or more than the earlier one. You can see that. If I increase that very much, like the width of this, like the equal to the width of this, then it will become a circle. You can see that. So this is how you can make a circle as well if you want. So this is border radius. You can also specify the individual sides border. For example, if you only want the border for the top left, so you can specify the top left radius by this property, border top left, and you can specify the property value 50 pixel or anything you want. So you can see that only border top left corner is affected, not all. Similarly, I can specify the border bottom right or anything, border bottom right. So you can individually target the like corners. Top left is there, top right is there, bottom left is there, and the bottom right is there. You can specify these sides. So you can see that it is like from the top left and from the bottom right. So this is how you can make the border radius from the individual side as well. So this is the thing which I wanted to tell you about the borders in this video. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the another one with an exciting topic. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the another one.